Dr. Nancy Zimpher serves as the 12th Chancellor of the SUNY system, the nation's largest comprehensive system of higher education. Under her leadership, a new strategic plan for SUNY has been implemented. The plan, called The Power of SUNY, is to harness the university's potential to drive economic revitalization and create a better future for every community in the state. Chancellor Zimpher has been active in numerous state and national education organizations and is a leader in the areas of teacher education, urban education, and university community engagement. She currently serves as the chair of the Board of Governors of the New York Academy of Sciences and of CEOs for Cities. She previously served as the president of the University of Cincinnati, chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and executive dean of the professional colleges and dean of the College of Education at The Ohio State University. She received her PhD in teacher education and higher education administration from The Ohio State University. At SUNY, she's been a strong supporter of PSMs and their adoption system-wide. Dr. Zimpher?
Thank you, Ross.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody. It's a thrill to be here. I thank you, Ross, for your leadership of this celebration. Congressman Hanna, you are such a friend of the State University of New York, and I look forward to reading what you've done and what you will promote within the Congress on early childhood. And to my colleagues at Cortland, the 300th recognition of a professional science master's degree. I'm thrilled, so I want to congratulate Bruce Mattingly, the Dean of the School of the Arts, and at SUNY Cortland, and Bryce Smith, a professor of chemistry who's really led the way. And you're right, Congressman Hanna, Eric Bitterbaum is a force of nature as president of Cortland. I think Buff State is here, and there may be other campuses from the SUNY system that are represented here, but we do have 19 campuses engaged in the professional science master's degree, and 20 programs, the 20th being our Cortland program. So hooray for all the people who've made this possible. Sheila Tobias and Michael Tiedebaum, really, you have so nurtured this program and the growth since 1997. I think we're all indebted to you and to the Sloan Foundation and the Council of Graduate Schools. So I thought, what could I add to the dialogue that might be of some interest, and I've entitled this, What are the 10 necessary ingredients to ensure that the professional science master's degree is sustainable over time? And I've cut it pretty short. There are 10, but I think it's reasonable to assume that a professional science master's degree is embedded in a university, in an institution that has to protect and grow and nurture the program. So I start with vision. Ross mentioned the fact that we have a strategic plan and that we see ourselves as an economic engine for the state of New York. So embedded in that is the professional science master's degree. If we're driving economic development, then we have to look very carefully at the students we graduate and the jobs for which they are prepared. And I think ingredient number one is the vision of an institution that places real value in a professional science master's degree. Second, it's awfully big to say you're trying to drive economic development, so we've broken it down into a series of big ideas. We want a healthier New York. We want an energy-smart New York. We want an educated New York. We want a global New York, an innovative New York. Right in the sweet spot of those big ideas is something called the professional science master's degree. So I think it serves a number of our big ideas. We also put on the Wikipedia the term systemness. It's a made-up word. We've had a little fun with it. Stephen Colbert makes up words, so we make up words. But it really means that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So if we have 20 professional science master's degrees and maybe as many as 20 in the works, this is really a possibility for the whole system to coordinate its work around science, around STEM, and around this wonderful master's degree. Fourthly, we're divided into regions in New York, economic regions. Governor Cuomo created these regional economic development councils. They bring economic developers together, and in 9 out of 10 of those regions, and I'm sure we can fix that and make it 10 out of 10, we have a professional science master's degree. Again, driving regional economic development. and a lot of state policies around incubators and hotspots that I think will help us move the dial as well. We have presidential leadership. The Eric Bitterbaum is not a rarity in SUNY. We have 64 campus presidents who are driving the agenda and helping us move the economic dial. And where there are presidents, there are provosts, and I think my colleagues at SUNY would agree that our provost's office has been incredibly supportive of the professional science master's degree. Okay, Bruce, we're okay so far. So I would say, number 6, faculty leadership, academic programming, the transdisciplinary approach to the professional science master's degree, the way this can bleed into teacher education, and the preparation of STEM teachers and their rubbing shoulders with the students in our professional science master's degree is another thing that I think will help sustain PSM in our system and in your universities. And probably one of my personal favorites, I called it numbers 7 and 8, see we're making progress here, is that this is a hybrid program. This is a program that is academic and classroom-based, but it also includes an experiential, applied learning opportunity. Coming from Cincinnati, we love co-op. We actually think we founded it, but we could probably have an arm wrestle over that. But isn't it good that everybody wants to own internships and co-op programs? And now we're learning online that we have another form of hybrid that's part residential and online enabled. And let's see what that can do for the sustainability of the professional science master's degree. And we think that by placing, our 9th point, by placing students in the workforce during their degree program, we can even beat the statistic that over 90% of all the students who have an organized co-op education experience get at least one job offer from one of the sites where they co-opt. So this is really going to drive the economy. And more importantly of all, if we continue to educate students in the context of the professional science master's degree, they will become carriers of STEM and science and the management of science, which will only help our economy, help our institutions, and help our nation. Thank you very much.